Hello, my name is Habiba. I'm a singer-songwriter, and this is my process.
Don't wanna answer to nobody. You and your mama are no fun. I wanna go get my hair fixed. I wanna go get my nails done. I deserve this. I've been working.
The most natural music for me to write is, of course, love songs. Because love songs can be, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with you, or I love you so much, I want to punch you. And I just feel like love conveys so many different emotions because love is so many different emotions. Most of my songs are written 3 ways. So I'd write them in my songbook, which is like my go-to, and then I'll like record it in a voice note so that I can remember the melody that I'm trying to keep to the song, and then I'll like type it up on notes. But that has been very new because we live in a technological era and I'm not good with technology. But when it comes to like lyric videos and like sharing the lyrics with other people, I realized that my songbook isn't the best way to go about it, but I just love putting pen to paper. It feels more real. When it comes to writing love songs, I tend to try my best to draw from my own personal experiences, even though it's limited. But I also am surrounded by amazing people that confide in me, and so a lot of my friends and my family will say that they've seen or heard little bits of themselves in songs that I've written.
Oh, no, kinda like it got magnets, and I just can't break away. Can you feel the attraction? Getting carried away. Oh, no, kinda like it got magnets, and I just can't break away.
The funniest thing about my musical journey is that I've dabbled in almost as many genres as I like to listen to. So I went through like an angsty phase where I thought, yes, I'm gonna write rock songs about darkness and annoyance because my mom is such a jerk. And then I wrote country songs, gospel pop, which is a very amazing genre in its own, pop music with like heavy synths. But yeah, R&B is, I'm gonna stay here. So I actually don't have a preference when it comes to producers. So far I've worked with Seven, I've worked with Dummy Bones, and then JJ Musica on this one. And I feel like they all kind of work similarly but differently, and I appreciate that. So Glow, off of my first project, I produced myself. Her, I produced myself, and like kind of just went into the studio and was like, make this sound better. But like for this single, this was produced by JJ Musica, and he literally, I came to the studio and I said, I want it to sound like this, and gave him no other instruction other than like the vibe I wanted to create for the song. Enjoying the fact that I'm able to hear back from people who are listening to the music that I'm making. Every time somebody sends me a DM and tells me that they cried to one of my songs, my latest single was recently played on the radio, and a lot of the music that I had made before, they weren't really radio songs, they were kind of songs for me. And to make a song that ended up being on the radio was amazing. And I got calls from Nigeria, my uncles and aunties, basically setting me up to pay school fees, which was great. And yeah, I feel like that has definitely been a high, like being able to reach so many people. We're talking endgame. I generally am terrible when it comes to planning ahead. I live within the moment of creation, and I'll spend all of my time and energy thinking about one song, make it, release it, and then I'm over it. But I would just love for each body of work, each bit of work that I release to be better than the last. And I hope that by the end of the year I can look back on all of the music I've released and say, yeah, it got better. And for that to continuously be my brand, to continue evolving and taking steps forward and taking risks and doing things with music that helps me to grow. And I would love to do that forever. And I'd love to get paid to do that too, that'd be nice. feel like there's much of a difference between who I actually am and who I present myself to be in my music. Like I say, like I share as much of myself as I can and as much of all of the other people that surround me, and I feel like all of those little elements make up who I am. And yeah, I'd like to think I was fun and caring and Habiba. I'm an emotional gangster. That is actually 100% the truth. Like, I will cry in a song but never in real life. That is it. Thank you for watching. I am Habiba and this has been my process.
Wish that I could wait